I'm going to be building the helmet, FYI. This Bosch helmet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I've been toting it around everywhere. I even brought it to San Francisco and was just like, well, we didn't do this.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to build Star Wars. I've got this stuff, I've got that.
Nice.
I've got all the dioramas, which I managed to get on a mad sale. Hello, Reese. You're the first person in chat. What is my chat doing?
Another chat.
Right, so we're going to build these 3 first sets. I think the first one, we'll go smallest to most expensive, I guess.
Wait a minute. How long are you streaming, sir?
Well, I don't think it'll take that long. I mean, how many pieces is this? 630, 300, about 150, I imagine, 100 for the X-Wing.
Right.
Too bad. I mean, maybe I'll build the Death Star last, and if I've got the energy, I'll build it. Because I kind of half want to keep it sealed because I don't know what that's going to be worth in a year's time.
You only got one of them? You didn't get 2?
Say again?
You got 1?
1, yeah. I think David said it could be worth up to $100, but I'm not buying that. There's no chance. But we'll have to see. I should have music.
Also, you gotta save money. Well, you probably want to save money for Chicago, but also.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that. It's not long, is it? It's like it's really really close.
It's not this month, but next month. Essentially the beginning of next month, kind of. It's the second week.
Play music. Let's play this song, whatever this one is. Right, you guys have to tell me if that's too quiet or too loud because I have no way of telling. Who else have we got in the chat? We've got Giovanni. Hello, Sen. Hello, Wacky Racers. Simon Moss. Haven't seen the Hogwarts Castle when all. I assume you mean when all together and complete. I'm very interested to see how that works because there's certain elements of that castle which I can't figure out. Too loud. Okay.
Yes. That's better.
What that? Let me know. Yeah, there's certain elements of that completed castle where I don't actually know where they come from, such as the bridge. But I think that must be
the bridge is in
the
new one. Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine you just use the courtyard pieces and put them together, right? The two, like, yeah.
Probably. To be that long, I bet you have to, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's set I'm quite impressed with. It's not got a lot of interior. It's sort of similar to the requirement set where like it's got a big sort of footprint, but the interior's like lacking. But you know, the minifigures look decent. No printing on Bellatrix's dress though, which is a sin.
At least they did at least give Molly Weasley like.
I think it makes it worse. Like
it does. The fact that Molly gets it and the big baddie Bellatrix doesn't. And then even Goldie gets new sand green robes. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, the Voldemort. I mean, obviously his robes are meant to be dark green, but they
I like
the reason why they're sand green is because he's got all like dust and dirt on him, so it looks lighter than it actually is. I imagine that's the sort of colour they're going for. I'm very excited for the new Batman buildable figure. Looks great. Yeah. I've not really got too much interest in Batman, but I heard there's a new Batcave coming out, which I'm actually looking forward to see.
Yeah, there's been, well, essentially we landed, like most of us landed back home, got in a nap, and then literally all the new sets just kind of like were released and came out.
Yeah, I saw Holly made her video from a terminal.
Yes.
Which is dedication.
She's almost home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm getting ready to go to work the night after, like the day after I left.
Oh God. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm taking a good like 3 or 4 days off when I get. Oh, probably not 4. Probably like 2 days off when I get back from Chicago. But like I need at least 2 days.
Suggested for sure.
Yeah. Because I know last time Tech just went straight into work like hours after he landed, and it's just like, you're a psycho. I could not do that.
Took the day off.
Yeah.
Oh well. It'll be fun.
I still need to get my visa sorted for it all.
You
I
should.
keep telling myself to do it, and I just don't do it.
If it makes you feel any better, which it shouldn't, Tech got his less than like 24 hours before he left, which was not how you should do that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You've got a month. Treat June 1st as your deadline.
Yeah, no, I want to get it sort of done this week. I mean, the videos, I'll have time because the videos I'm making over the next week or so aren't the most time consuming. It's not like I have to write out sort of points and do like a soft script for them all, because there's videos I was planning which involve that. So I thought I was going to have a really busy week, but because we've had high quality pictures of all the new sets, I'm just going to make like a detailed analysis video on like the big, and I could just ramble on for ages. I don't even need
ramble
to
on for ages and say how I'm not actually going to buy all of them, but then again, I am going to buy all of them because I'm TopicBricks.
Well, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm
you're
consciously
not.
deciding to not.
You're not.
Obviously, one reason is like I like having more money than not. So that's
Good.
Obviously a reason. But like, I mean, it just comes down to that, right? Like, I'd rather have $90 or $95 than a new Weasley's with a Weasley set, and I've already basically got that model. I mean, yeah, I don't get Alup's Owl Emporium, but like,
Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
I know.
Well, also if they like surprise saving up for Gringotts. Well, Chicago, Gringotts, micro scale castle, if that looks good. Like there are other like sets coming up.
The micro scale Hogwarts grounds I'm looking forward to most. Well, that's a lie. Obviously Gringotts is always going to be the one I'm looking forward to most, but the $170 diorama set, I'm so interested to see what it looks like, because it's meant to include everything. So it's going to have apparently an enclosed interior. So you essentially take the roofs off and there's like an inside interior. It's not got open back or anything like that, like the 2018 microscale one. But it's got to be quite big as well, because it's half the price of the 2018 UCS one, and half the size of that is still pretty, large. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it looks like.
Yes, we are building Star Wars sets today, even though Rosie and I like to ramble on about Harry Potter because they just got revealed.
Yeah, it's because of the May releases for Star Wars. I do like Star Wars, but usually it would be just Harry Potter. Like, there will be some Harry Potter streams in the summer when the new sets come out, and definitely on September 1st for Gringotts, no doubt.
Yes. And I see everyone is talking about what they picked up. So, hi, Tedious. And
yeah, I should be reading that.
Hello.
Let's scroll up. I didn't realize there's going to be this many people here.
You got a chatty chat.
Right. I made a couple of online Star Wars orders to get the double promos. Very nice. When it's all together, it looks like the microscale castle from 2018, but better minifigure scale. Yeah. McGonagall's rumored to be in the Battle of Hogwarts set. Yeah, apparently she's not going to be in it, but that's okay. We've had plenty of Battle of McGonagall.
You've never had too many McGonagalls.
We've never had her in her black robes, which, she wears black robes in basically all the films apart from the first two, so that is definitely still a crime. But let's have a look. I'm looking forward to start building the new X-Wing that I purchased yesterday. Yeah, I'm pretty mixed on the X-Wing. I don't think it's a bad UCS set. I think it's better than the previous few, especially like the Luke's what's it called? Land Speeder and stuff like that. But I couldn't convince myself to spend the £230 to pick it up. What would you rate the new Harry Potter wave out of 10? That's an interesting question because
Just the June 1st wave, or like
Yeah.
this year.
Because even though I'm consciously making a decision to not buy it all because there's some sets I don't like. It's not like I really dislike the wave. Like I know some people in the community really do dislike this wave. I'd give it.
I don't know. I almost want to say 6.
6, yeah.
6. 6 is just like, it's not bad enough for 5. It kind of is, but there's some parts of them that I really like kind of where they're going with like the Patronus display set, even though barely any of it is trans blue. Thanks a lot, people.
Yeah.
But I do like kind of what they're going for. And the new Hogwarts train, expressed with Hogsmeade, is really cute as a play set. Like I could see kids really enjoying that they actually got 2 carriages and all of that, even though it's kind of clunky and, you know, not really a great train in itself. The station build is cute, but they basically just duplicated like what they put into the 9 3/4 and added another carriage, like the same trolley lady and trolley and all that stuff. They just copy paste. We're just new movie over here.
It looks like a great set. The train is definitely an improvement, but you're looking at an extra carriage. So, I mean, it's the price increase of $50, which I'm struggling with because we have an extra carriage. Let's say that's $10, just for argument's sake. The station looks to be roughly the same size as the 2018 one. I'd say thereabouts. We get 2 extra minifigures, so let's give them an extra $5 in value there. We get 6 track pieces. Let's give them another $10. You know, be kind. So that's a $25 sort of increase in added extra value, I guess. So I'm struggling to get to $50, but you know, I assume inflation plays a part, and I don't know. It's a lot for a set which isn't motorized, because I was sort of justifying the $130 price point because it had a ring of track and it was motorized, but obviously that's not the case.
Not the case.
But I'll still buy that because it is a good set. A modification I definitely am doing is to both the train and the station, because it's Hogsmeade and all the other Hogsmeade sets have snowy roofs, is making the roofs all snowy. Like 100% I'm doing that.
And I'm sure you could look up some things. It's just like elongate the platform just a little bit. That wouldn't be hard, and just like put a wall in. I don't know, like just kind of jazz it up a bit very easily.
Yeah. Let's catch up on chat. What's your opinion on Doctor Who? I used to watch it when I was younger. I watched the 9th and 10th and 11th Doctor, and then stopped at Peter Capaldi, which I've watched a couple of those episodes. I don't mind him, but I just haven't really gotten back into it ever since I was a child. Let's have a look. Will Gringotts be in scale with the 2020 Diagon Alley, or with the new Weasley's Wizard Weezers? No, it should be in scale with the 2020 Diagon Alley set, because it's roughly, I mean, it's what, a $400 set, so it's roughly the same price as the Diagon Alley set, but you get the underground section and the dragon as well. So if we assume the dragon and the underground section takes up half the price as the normal Diagon Alley set, then it's roughly a $200 above ground building. So it's going to be roughly twice as big as the individual buildings, because obviously you get 4 of them in the Diagon Alley set, because they're worth roughly $120 each. If you like a quarter of $450 is like 120-ish. So it'll be roughly the same size. It would be roughly 2 scale, because I'd say Gringotts in the universe is roughly twice as big as all the other buildings. So I imagine the scale works there, but
and there are like whispers and pretty like good rumors that the mine cart will be detachable, so that you can either have it on display with the mine cart system, or when the top building comes off, that will be very in line with Diagon Alley and stuff.
Yeah, it's basically like if you've got Diagonally, you can display it with it, and the underground minecart dragon section can be displayable as its own separate thing. But if you don't have Diagonally, you can just display it all as one thing. I'll probably still display it all as one, to be honest, and have it just separate from Diagonally because my Diagonally is in a display case, which I'm not throwing away.
Which I don't want to get out.
Yeah, exactly, and it won't obviously fit in there. So I'm I haven't really got much of a choice. But what have I done wrong here? There we go. Let's have a look. I still need most of the new Harry Potter stuff. Going to concentrate my efforts on it now. Yeah. So Reese gives the wave a 7 out of 10. The Hogwarts Express was such a letdown. The 2018 one is better in my opinion. I don't agree.
Granted, he doesn't have this other one in hand, so I don't think he should be making too many sweeping judgments just yet. Because that was a good set. That 2018 Hogwarts Express was really quite nice. They had a Dementor in it. It had those little nice little archways. It wasn't bad. It was pretty solid build.
Yeah.
But it only had one carriage, which is a kind of I could see a letdown for a play set for people really wanting to play with it.
It did. They've improved the coal car in the middle, made it wider, made it 3 wheelbase rather than 2. They seem to have removed the piston rod feature, but that's just based on the blurry-ish image I saw, so I can't say for sure if they have. The station, I guess it's sort of give or take whether that's better or not. But I like the front dish piece as well that they've done with the Hogwarts Express. They've actually changed it for the first time in, 23 years. So that's an improvement, I guess. There are slight improvements, but obviously the question I have is it worth $130?
That is the question.
Tough to say.
You got a donation as well, Rosie?
I got a donation.
No.
Yeah, I got $1 Canadian. Thank you very much, Justin Morrison. Greatly appreciated.
Put towards it.
What's your opinion on the new rumored macroscale Hogwarts Castle? I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that nearly as much as I am for Gringotts.
Sir,
were you at the Liverpool Lego store yesterday? Yes, I was.
Which one was that? I didn't get to go to that one.
I think it's the biggest one in the north of England.
Then we wouldn't have gone to that one. We only went to London, Leicester Square,
the
mall in Stratford.
Yeah, it'll be ages away. It's close to me. It's about 45 minutes away from where I am.
Gotcha.
What have I got wrong about this? Okay.
That's a good question.
What? Which one?
Ryan Milanoffy. How do you decide on which Star Wars sets to pull the trigger on when you're a Harry Potter guy?
It's usually just Empire stuff that I like. There's sets which I grew up really wanting, like Death Stars and Superstar Destroyers and all the rest of it that they rarely make anymore. But when they do make them, that's the sort of sets I go out and buy. I'm not really too interested in just generic X-Wings or anything like that. It's usually the Imperial stuff. Like if they made another UCS Imperial Shuttle or, like I say, a Death Star or anything like that. Like I got the UCS Star Destroyer as well. But that's the only UCS that I have. I'm not interested in any of the other ones. So it's very particular sets which I grew up wanting that they remake today after all that time.
Look at this. What do you call it? Hold on. This, I have a misshapen brick Look at this quality analysis is slacking, guys.
It's weird, yeah. I've never
That
had
is
anything
weird.
like that. I've done something wrong with this wing.
I honestly don't know where I'm going to use that. Hello, Big Nate Bricks. Welcome. Ooh, Arcane. Tell us more. Like, so on this UCS Hogwarts Express, is it getting more positive as the longer you've had it?
Yeah, just about. I still don't think it's the strongest UCS Hogwarts Harry Potter set, I should say, but it is nice on display. But
it's super nice on display.
Yeah, I've still got no desire to I'm going to buy a second one and make it twice as long.
Zero. Oh, lol.
Still not at that stage yet, but. There we go. That's where I need to use it. Okay.
Where am I going to use that? Look at this.
I thought it was you. I was in the queue in the store as you were leaving, and I thought I saw you. Oh, okay. You should have said that. You should have said that. That would have been cool. What did you buy in the Lego store? No, we went and queued up yesterday. There's a lot of people there. There's literally hundreds when we walked out, and we checked the queue again at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the day, and the queue was just as large as it was at 9:30. It just never died down.
I am kind of glad that I was in an airport May 1st, and when I got in, I took the red eye in, and then I had a apparently not long enough layover at JFK to try and just power walk it. And honestly, I was just so tired because I finally got my order in. My condolences and mad respect to anyone that stayed up for 3+ hours just trying to get their order in the US on the site. I don't know if it was like that anywhere else, but I
think it was like that. You're talking about how it just crashed for everyone.
Just and not just crashed, just absolutely ceased to exist / work. It was maddening.
Yeah.
I have never seen such you want to rant finally I think that deserves a Lego you can do better, what the bleep was this kind of thing, because this is what did they think was going to happen? Not many, but no one wants an X-wing. We're not going to have a lot of people. And then I just slammed the site. Your queue. I don't know if people are the bots or what. Just the queue just could not handle it. You have the system set up for this. It's the code just ceased to work. So strange. I was so upset. I was sleep deprived. I was stressed. I'm in SFO just trying to order off of my phone that's dying, and it's just not working out. You know what? None of this is worth it.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you wanted to get that out. To be fair, it never dies down really. That's the first time I heard of it happening. But what you should do is just say, okay, these sets are coming out this day, but we're not going to say exactly what time, rather than say midnight for everyone.
Fine.
Just have it randomly drop at 4:30 in the afternoon or something like that, or you don't say what time, just have it drop at a random time.
I don't think that. I don't think I would disagree with that. They've always had midnight releases. It's just never done this.
Yeah.
For every single release they've had, May 1st and stuff, it has not crashed this bad. So it was just really wild, and the fact that it took until essentially morning. But it was just really crazy. I've never seen just the fact that we were so tuned into it, and all of us were trying to order pretty much together. because a lot of people were still together from in San Francisco. It was just wild. I mean, it was kind of funny, and it was a bonding experience that no one else was having a good day either.
Sounds like a frustrating experience.
It was. Listen, it takes a lot for me to be super critical. Like, first hour, you're having glitches. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
When it goes directly into that second hour, like, and if some people had gotten through and, like, say the Death Star had sold out, or like something like, I mean, the Superstars, like that, the MIDI scale, like that's sold out, and I think a lot of people didn't get it because they just gave up and like couldn't get on the site in time.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I do really like your big train, Arcane. But it's really a good set, I think, on display. Sorry, I'm ranting about Lego.com, but if you were there, you would know.
You bought the Justifier. That was 5 times VIP, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was good. I think I may go in store. I'm gonna have to double check and see how long that's gonna go on, because I might pick that up too as well.
You haven't built the UCS Hogwarts Express set. Well, if you do decide to build it soon, make sure to remember to pay attention when building the wheel mechanism.
The wheel
because,
mechanism.
You know, it's very easy to make a mistake and be completely screwed.
Well, and then go to turn it and it just doesn't turn.
Yeah. I really hate Technic. I literally just cannot do Technic. Oh, okay, that's where I've made a mistake. And now we are done. We've finished our first build. We've successfully finished the X-Wing.
UCS X-Wing right here, folks.
Don't say it's the UCS one.
It's smaller. It's smaller than the diamond.
Exactly.
I did cave and I bought the UCS X-Wing just because.
You bought the UCS X-Wing?
I did! It was a mad decision. I'd finally gotten through. Lego.com was working. I really wanted a second Death Star, so I'm just like,
oh, just buy the X-Wing.
I'll just buy the X-Wing. Well, I don't want the Razor Crest. I just don't think I want the gunship. I'm gonna have to make that decision pretty soon, and I think I can get the gunship via
this
Zach.
has fun tabs, really? What?
Ooh, what?
That's a disgrace. I have to destroy the box now to get it open. Oh well.
Oh, shame.
Right, how many bags do we have? Everything? Guess we'll put that here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so how many pages we got in this instruction manual? We've got 145. Okay. And 6 bags? 6, 4, 1, 2. Okay. 6 bags.
6 bags. He can do it. I'm really excited about the Hocus Pocus house from the Lego Ideas this year. That's probably the one I'm most excited for this year.
Which is that, sorry?
The Hocus Pocus house? Have you seen Hocus Pocus?
I haven't seen it, no.
Wait. Although I know Halloween isn't as big, but like a thing over there for you all, right?
No, I don't know.
All right. So for the Americans, some people take Halloween super seriously, and Hocus Pocus is a cult following over here. A lot of people don't believe in that set. I do. That is going to be the set that a lot of people get their partners, because a lot of girls are super into Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Ooh, Orient Express. Yes, I think that's going to be. I think the train people are going to lose their minds, either good or bad, when it comes out or gets revealed.
Yeah, when's that meant to be coming out? I thought that was like, I heard rumors about that. I felt like ages ago. Like
probably, I think those are going to start popping out. Like we are going to get whispers of it by fall for sure.
Yeah,
but I think that if they need Hocus Pocus House is definitely going to be out before like Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
That's been essentially on the year timeline. And then I know Lego Ideas 70 new ideas are going into the next round for approval, and I haven't even. Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and watch a video, or Greg or somebody go through all of them for me.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think is gonna be made.
I mean,
I don't even like speculating at this point. I'll just be excited for what I get. I'm
surprised all the like Harry Potter sets dropped today, because today was meant to be like the reveal for the new like the Dreams theme. Oh yeah,
well it still was.
Yeah, but like because everything leaked, they were like, oh, okay, fine, we're gonna have to just like.
There wasn't that many Harry Potter sets. I don't think this round had as much Harry Potter like hype as the fall's going to. So, but I really like the fact that they just gave us high quality pictures instead of just pretending it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And some of the city, like the orca, the whale, tech, super excited about that. The seals and like all of the little Arctic exploration builds are quite cute. And even some of the friends.
Oh, the friend sets look decent. There's some decent.
Yeah, that was like the little like glass botanical garden. Like, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Like I looked at some of these and thought City could never like.
City could
some
never.
Of these friend sets.
Friends all the way.
Right. It's a lot of big pieces for the Star Destroyer. I can understand why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Which is not that expensive, but it's.
Well, it's sold out. It's definitely got a fan base, and let's just say I think MIDI scale is going to be here to stay with how well it was received.
Yeah, oh, it should be. Because like I feel this is like an experiment, because they gave us the like the Darth Vader like meditation chamber or whatever you want to call it. And that wasn't labeled diorama collection or anything like that. It had the black border, and obviously that sold quite well. So the next year they gave us the diorama collection, and they gave us 3 of those sets with the black border, and actually launched a mini sub theme. So I think if this sells well, which it clearly is doing, next year we're going to see like the MIDI scale collection or whatever, and we're going to see like consistent MIDI scale ships every year, because obviously
that'd be nice. It'd be a really nice collection, and space.
Yeah.
Space, you can still add a very fun level of detail. It's still iconic. You can tell what it is. It checks all the boxes, and it's affordable when you compare it to like an $800 UCS Millennium Falcon. Like,
exactly, and they're apparently meant to be like binning off the helmets line, so I imagine this would be a sort of replacement for that as well.
That makes sense. As I
build it is like for like. It's 18 plus or 18 plus, and the price range is basically exactly the same as well. Okay. Back to the chat. We talked about that. This one experience is just magnificent. Looking at folks and others. Which set are you guys looking forward to the most in the new Harry Potter wave? Actually, I'm going to surprise people and say the Expecto Patronum set, I think, looks the best objectively.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, like I'm really surprised that it does, because when I read the description of it, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be interested in this at all. But I think it's going to look fantastic on my like wooden shelves. It's a shame there's not more trans blue. Like if there was sort of a 30-70 split, that would be cool, but it's like a 95% and then like 5% trans blue split.
It is a little disappointing, but
yeah,
we'll see comes on. Really, are you going to immediately buy 2, or eventually buy one on opening day, and then when it goes on sale or double VIP or something, get the second one for the wolf? Or are you not fussed about the wolf?
I'm not fussed about the wolf. What I'm interested in knowing is if I can build, because my favorite looking Patronus by far out of like all the Harry Potter universe is Forks, and if someone can make a good Forks out of it, maybe just with other
or in the style of it. I don't know if you could do a rebrickable, but
yeah. Well, I'm crossing my fingers that someone can get
Don't
it
kill
roughly
my
there.
dreams.
Like if someone could do a really good Forks Patronus in like blue,
Would you
I'm
want
definitely
it
gonna buy another
like
one.
wings out? Like
Yeah,
kind of like Hedwig as all the times it's here.
yeah. Because like we've seen
A rebuild
Fox.
of the mechanical fox, like kind of like in blue, but like better. but
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you could remake that in mostly blue. I reckon that's possible. I just haven't done it because effort, but I'm sure someone could
effort studio
do that out there, and I'll buy those instructions in a heartbeat. I'm so excited. I got the cantina, very nice. I need to buy that cantina, not to build, but to invest in. I think it's going to go up in price, not to the extent of Cloud City, but it's gonna retire this year for sure. Waiting for better images of the Wolf Patronus. Yeah, because there's only one. Actually, there should be better pictures of it now because they've all released now, right? All the
they
high quality
have,
images.
but they only show it on the box. They don't show it. They don't promote it very hard on.
No.
Let me see if it's up there.
Is it on Shop at Home now or not?
Well, I'm gonna look. At least in the US one. Oh, the star seems to be still available. Mm-hmm. Well, Patronus isn't showing anything. Let me see. Sometimes you really have to type in exactly what the.
Yeah, Bricklink's the same.
Well, it's not coming up with anything, which is rude, but.
Well, that's a shame. I think they're all released anyway. I'm pretty sure I saw them all on Instagram, but
Yeah. I don't know where though.
So tomorrow I'll make a video, like an in-depth analysis video on one of the expensive sets. Either Battle of Hogwarts, Hogwarts Express, or the what's the other one? Weasley's Wizard Weezers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Is it just 3 expensive sets?
The trunk you wouldn't call expensive, right?
Oh no, I don't have anything to say about the trunk. Like I don't want to say like, oh, I hate it, because like I do not like it.
Well, these are cute. I didn't know these come up. Have you seen these?
Oh yeah, I got sent those this morning.
Yeah. I hadn't seen them. Oh, dude, they just popped up. I'm like, all right.
I can't wait to say in the video that like I told you so about them being in the Quidditch uniforms.
Yeah.
I need to get it in somewhere.
Ooh, Tonks looks really good.
Yeah, I didn't expect Tonks to be there. Let's back to.
So, oh my god, showing him, so cute. Sorry guys, live reaction. I just seen the brickheads. You see? This way. This band. I'm gonna have to give them another square though.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't do the brickheads all in one pack. I've done 2 brickheads for 4 houses because they've done 4 brickheads before in a set. Star Wars has just done 5 as well. So surprised it isn't just like the Quidditch Captain's pack and he did all 4 in one.
Yeah. I'm a little bit surprised by that too, but I'm not fussed about it. But this gives people. It'll be interesting to see how those sell because I think people mainly want Harry and Draco. Which, if you just put them together, then Cedric and Joe wouldn't have sold. So I think this is a way to really push them both.
Yeah, I like the set, but we'll have to see. Like I'll definitely buy. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy them day 1 because I know Brickheads always go on sale.
Are the Brickheads also June 1st?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. Fantastic news. Well, they haven't released the Harry Potter sets in coming soon. Those are the only ones in coming soon. Nothing else. So that's annoying. I'm still going to just double check though. I'm running out of room, guys. All I've learned after visiting the Clarence Sands Lego room is that I need to rearrange to make more room.
Weasley's Wizard Weez's interior is actually quite good for the size of it, but the price though is way too expensive. I basically completely agree. I think the interior, I'm surprised by how good the interior is, because I was expecting a lot weaker interior when we saw that first initial like front side picture, but I still wouldn't recommend buying it like at all. Just saw all the 2021 to 2023 Hogwarts sets put together, and it looks really cool.
Hype, right?
I'm doing exactly the same. It's annoying because it takes me like 2 hours to take all the Hogwarts expansions out. You know, take them all apart, put them together, because I've got to like move so much out of the way, and then I've got to put it all back exactly how it was as well, just for the video. But like, I'm definitely doing that again in the summer. I'll try and replicate that picture as close as possible.
I hope they come out. It'd be really nice if they did like an old-fashioned poster. We need a poster of that for sure.
I might do it outside
better
as
friends
well.
with my Lego store people. It's okay, Jake. You need to take a night off from going out and then put them back together. We can be on like bring some to Chicago. We'll put them together, and then you have to take them. You live in Chicago. We can put them together there. I'm not showing anything this year, so I'm gonna have time. Fruit will.
Did they all actually fit together, or is it just advertised to make people buy more? No, they do 100% fit together. They
definitely fit together, and it's not including the gift with purchases. It looked like either, so the gift with purchases would be extra.
Yeah, because you'll notice that every single Hogwarts expansion set is 8 wide in depth, and they all have like removable roofs, and that's intentional for you to basically modularize it in any way you want. Which is very, very cool. But this is apparently going to be the last Hogwarts expansion set, so it doesn't surprise me that they've given us this like ultimate final finished Hogwarts castle poster thing. Thank you for the donation of $2. Love your Harry Potter videos. Thank you very, very much. It means a lot to me that you're enjoying the content. I'm trying to upload more and more. But I've been feeling ill recently, so it's presenting itself to be a challenge. I'm still feeling ill, but
powering through. Using the Force today for sure.
I know. That goes here, I guess. Nope, here.
I can't believe I have to go back to work tonight. I don't want to.
Oh, I wish I could just take tomorrow off work. I mean, I need to take like. I was going to say I really need a holiday, but I'm literally about to go on one. So
you're about to be on one. You can power through.
Yeah.
How long are you off for Chicago?
So that's the thing. Like, I was going to take the month off. Usually I take the first week off in June. For the past 3 years, I've always taken the first week off in June to buy all the Harry Potter sets and, build them, make videos, stream them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is Harry Potter week, and I'm going to have a week to myself.
Yeah.
But obviously, in the second week of June, or is it the second? It is the second week, right? Like the end of the second week of June, it is obviously Chicago time. So it kind of makes no sense for me to take the week off, go into work for 3 days, and then just take another like 2.5 weeks off until like the 25th or something like that is basically when I'll be back. So I might just literally take, 3 weeks off.
It is not when you're able to do that, or you have a position that allows you to do that. It is nice coming from
Yeah.
someone who essentially just did that. I
Mhm.
just literally practically took April off. So.
Yeah.
I need to go back for money reasons. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to just basically be using all my holidays, which isn't great because I'm going to have like 9 months of the year left to spread very few holidays out with. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might just not do the week off in the first week of June thing. And just take sort of the 2 weeks off in Chicago to try and use as little as possible. But I'm not quite sure. I'll definitely take June 1st off though. That's I'm probably June 2nd. I'll probably just do that. Take 2 days off and then go back in for like a week and then just take another 2 weeks off. Is that everything?
what on earth am I doing?
No, that's not everything. These 2 pieces. That's what I was missing.
I think you're just coming up with holidays, Jake. That would be very sacred to Lego people, but we don't make up a very large portion of people.
I still need to book the hotel for like actually Chicago, not Schaumburg, but like that one night in Chicago. I don't even know where.
I would keep an eye on things. I was going to talk offline a little bit because we may need to be watching the news a little bit to see how things are going.
Yeah.
During the day, it should be fine. But there's been some.
Why? What do you mean?
I'll tell you about it later. But there's been some crowding and issues exactly downtown where we were planning on being. So.
Oh right, okay. Lovely.
Yep. So I don't know about that. It's just something I'm trying to keep my eye on because I'm like,
I've got no knowledge at all of like that sort of stuff, obviously.
No worries. I'm keeping an eye on it.
But yeah, if we can avoid, that stuff, that'll be ideal.
Fuck me. I'm like,
We need to have because I haven't, like, I've spoken to Sam and Tech just by texting or whatever, but I've not actually been in a voice call with them since Star Wars Celebration, so like it's been like a month. So we need to do that.
And there's been a lot going on as well, so they're finally home and settled. So Tech's definitely coming in much later. I know that. We'll figure it out. But stuff at work has also changed. More people have. What are you talking about, Lauren? It's always fine. Jake. All right. I'm watching you.
It's always fine.
For a local, it's It's usually it is usually very, very nice. There was no issues, like of course like last year and stuff like that. I'm just keeping an eye on it, sir.
So is it just like generic crime or whatever? Or...
No. It's just I think some organized crowding stuff of social media teens and stuff coming into the city and like trying to throw a rager. It's like one of those flash mobs, in a way, and they're just. When too many people get together, things kind of get out of control. And stuff like that. Just general, like, as a super introvert, I would rather not.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, dear. Where is this supposed to go? Let's do this twice. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Grill piece there is.
Oops. I built this completely backward. That's not like me. Oh, because I'm turning the page and built the wrong one.
What have I done here? Also, I should say, guys, that I know I never stream, basically, because it's just like a time thing. Like, due to nature, like the frequently, due to the fact that I frequently upload, I just struggle to find time to basically stream, especially when I'm working 6 days a week. But due to the backlog of Lego sets I have, then there might be noticeably more streams over the next couple of months. Not like any sort of mad amount, but maybe like once every couple of weeks or something like that until summer. But I'm not going to promise anything. Okay.
Yeah, know that I'm uploading regularly for literally a month.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Like this year before Star Celebration, I uploaded like 6 videos, which is absolutely just ridiculous. But since then,
and now you've probably uploaded like
I'm pretty
6
sure
as well.
I know I've taken 3 days off since Chicago, but I don't know how many days has it been since? It's been from the 9th, I remember, since I started doing it. So it's been like 24. I've done like 21 videos in 24 days or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah. I basically got like super burnt out. There isn't any like magical reason why I started just to upload mental amounts.
Oh yeah, just mental thing. No.
I was just like, I'm just sort of
certain bit of any kind. Granted, that seems to have stalled out a bit, so we're gonna keep having to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. I basically got back from Star Celebration. I was like, I'm bored of being burnt out, so let's just start uploading again.
Let's just start uploading it. Well, that's one way to get over burnout.
Yeah.
Where does this go? I don't.
Okay, so. But then that makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. Wait. I am confusion. No, I've done it right. No, I haven't. Yes, I have.
Yes,
Yeah, I did it right. Please don't say this is like ×2 because I'm going to be so confused. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, that goes here. No. You're gonna love Chicago. Hopefully, I do.
Wait, how about I'm very underqualified to take Rosie around. You just come on in, show Rosie to town.
I just want to try some proper American food, like even just like American like fast food chains, which I know are like big over there, but like don't exist at all in Europe or the UK or anything like that. Like Chick-fil-A or anything like that. They just don't exist in Britain. So it'd be cool just to like try one of those.
Yeah. Oh no, that's it. I'm trying to think.
Even though I must say Chick-fil-A does look very dry.
Oh, calm down. I don't really eat that much Chick-fil-A. You've just been in it like somehow subliminally influenced by M&R Productions with the sheer amount he consumes.
What, does he like Chick-fil-A?
Oh my god. It's one of the it's probably the base of his food pyramid, which I know it's not a pyramid anymore, guys. Just give them a little break.
Nice then.
I think think they fry their chicken and like everything in a nut oil. So nobody with nut allergies can eat there, but it makes it like it gives it a very iconic flavor, I guess. I mean, I like their waffle fries, but I don't usually eat there.
See, what I don't want to happen is I try it, I really like it, and I can't get it at home. That would be the worst.
Well, there will be plenty of chains, all of which, I don't know. For ease sake, there would be a lot of afternoons like for Uber Eats and stuff like that. Very easy.
Yeah.
What's it yours called? Just Eat? Or Just?
Yeah.
I downloaded that over there, and that was super simple to use. I was just like, dang, this is nice.
Yeah, we've got Deliveroo, Just Eat, and Uber Eats.
Nice, nice.
Which still basically the same thing. It's just,
Yeah.
What other ones are there? There's Little Caesars, is it? Like pizza place?
No. I mean, they're not all Caesars. There's a ton of pizza places. But I don't know, like Chicago pizza.
Because I know there's like there's a place called Little Caesars, which
yes, there's Little Caesars, which is very cheap, very budget. I would call it budget pizza, hot and ready. Come in for $5 or whatever. You walk out with
$5. Okay, I'll definitely go there.
I mean, something like that. Like you get a lot of food for very cheap. However, it's once again you're getting budget level pizza. It's not great.
No, my expectations are high. Trey says, "Hey Rosie, how are you doing? I am doing very good. People will tell you Little Caesars is bad, but it's very good." There we are.
Well, Jake, I have a feeling you really like picking up Little Caesars after a night out. Let me tell you, there's nothing that makes like really crappy pizza taste amazing, other than the alcohol.
You're not selling it to me.
I'm not supposed to be selling it to you. There's other places to go. I'm not a foodie. I drink my Soylent. I'm barely a foodie, so. Yeah, we have a ton of Taco Bells.
Taco Bell, I've never tried that before. There is Taco Bell in the UK, but I'm pretty sure there's like 10. It's like one in every major city type thing, so it's really hard to find. But I've never tried it.
Reese is apparently much located far away from one. Like, I mean, I had it, but it's far away from me.
We have. I was going to say we have some American, but every single fast food place in the UK is just American. Like McDonald's, KFC, Five Guys, Subway, Domino's, Pizza Hut, they're all American, aren't they?
Yeah, there's plenty of other chains as well. Like you will be able to find all of those things very easily.
Yeah.
So, not a problem there.
Right. Where are my blue tiles? Oh, there they are. Already put them on. Make sure to leave a like, guys, if you're enjoying the stream. Liverpool has one, does it? What, a Taco Bell? I've never seen it. I don't live in Liverpool, to be fair, though. I only go there to go to the Lego store. I'll move there, though, very soon. It's just very good pizza. Don't even have to be drinking, apparently.
We would have it during board game nights because it's so cheap. Pizza.
Is it better than Domino's?
I haven't had enough of these
No.
Pizzas. Look at me. I haven't had enough to immediately know what each of them tastes like. It's pizza. It is to go fast food pizza. My favorite pizza is Papa John's.
I don't like Papa John's. No.
I like Papa John's, but I don't like order from there. It's just if someone pressed me and I'm like, honestly, Papa John's mostly be just because the garlic sauce. And I have too many really nice little artisanal pizza places around me that are, oh, that's nice. That's a good base.
Yeah, it's smaller than I thought, but I don't know. Like, it looks big on stream, but it's actually very small. Like in my hand.
Like a paper plane almost. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's about the size of a paper plane.
It's just a £70 paper plane. Yeah, that's exactly how.
70-pound paper plane.
Bag number 3. How much are those sets? This was £70. It's also $80 and €80, and that's it. The Death Star 2 is free if you spend £130 or $150 or €150 on Lego Star Wars sets between May 1st and May 8th. I think it is May 8th. The X-Wing poly bag is also free if you spend £35 or $40 on Lego Star Wars sets in that time period. But you can also just buy the set alone for $5. It's just a poly bag. It's not exclusive or anything like that. And yeah, that's it. I'd say it's worth the price if you're getting the promotional items. If you're going to miss the promotional items, then I'd hold out for a sale. But I'm happy with my purchase so far. I definitely need to start getting some more shelving units though, because I'm literally just completely out of room. Which I knew this was going to happen.
Go. Where's your other waves of Harry Potter?
I know I knew this was going to happen. Like the whole point.
This was going to happen.
The whole point is that I only collect Harry Potter, and that's probably why I'm sort of burnt out by it at the moment. Is because I've only collected Harry Potter since 2018, literally, for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And when you restrict yourself, when you see things you want, but you tell yourself no because it's not got the Harry Potter logo on it, then it gets to the point where you're buying Harry Potter sets you don't even like, but just because you want to be a completionist, it's like, oh, what am I doing?
Are you jumping the? I mean, clearly you don't even want to buy Wizard Weasley. So is this where you?
Like, for the time being, yeah. Like I will go back and get like the dot. I don't even know.
I don't even know the dot.
I can see myself doing it, and I'll probably just be kicking myself as I'm buying it and filling out my credit card details. But like I do want to own every Harry Potter set, apart from the motorized 2004 Hogwarts Express set because I'm not a millionaire. But every single other one I plan on owning. But it's a long it's a long goal.
Long slog.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see how long I can hang in there because all these people are abandoning me on the completionist train.
I'm not abandoning you. I'm just I'm just taking a detour. You know.
We'll see.
I'm missing a piece.
Oh, here we go. Where's Tommy or Stan?
Like generally is not missing. It's right here. Do you ever have a lot of people looking at you when you get a big haul of sets? I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to like other people. I imagine people do look, especially like kids.
Oh yeah, you can see like multiple big yellow bags, and they're just like, whoa.
Yeah, but I don't care.
I mean, I would be interested in some looks like getting on the train and stuff in the UK. I'm sure it happens, but a lot of people just keep to themselves and whatnot. But luckily, in my mall, my store is in a mall, which has its perks and not so perks. You can't line up super early. The line gets jumbled because of some people find a way in, some people don't find a way in. You have to abide by mall hours, which are super late. On Sundays especially, so that's really annoying. But luckily the entrance that I park near is not like, it's a very short walk from the Lego store to my car, so I don't get to I don't have to see too many looks. And for the really big sets that I buy, the Lego employees are like, so are you parked close? Because especially when they were like out of bags and whatnot for like the big train. The big train barely
out of bags. Oh, can you imagine that? Like, here's the big UCS Hogwarts Express. Oh, we don't have a bag, by the way.
Right? No, they didn't. I just carried it out.
Oh my word!
I just carried it out. So there's that. But I've definitely had some like looks from like dads with kids and stuff, like, wow, she got a lot of Lego, didn't she? And they're like, and the kids are like, yeah.
Oh.
But I'm also I'm too self-conscious. I haven't brushed off my content creator dust to feel comfortable taking silly photos outside with all my bags and stuff. So I'm working on it.
Yeah. There's a piece. I was going to say I have another piece missing, but of course it's never the case. Apart from the Hogwarts Express set, there's definitely 2 pieces missing. I will remain in that.
Listen, I will go down swinging that I was missing a 2x4 red plate for the Hogwarts Express. It never showed up. The other one that I was missing did show up. That was me, and I knew that one was probably me, but that red one, missing.
Yeah. So if you're listening, Lego, and if you want to give me a full refund on the set in compensation, then yeah, that'd be great. Just leave a super chat.
I won't go into my rant again, but I've been waiting for everyone else to call them for it to calm down so that I can call them and go, what the heck happened on release night? I was, I was getting on a plane, like I wasn't able to do all of this. Like, no, I don't care if they don't give me anything. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind about my experience.
They usually give you like complimentary. It's just like a small handful of
it's whatever, but I don't want that to be the reason. Like, I just want them to know, listen, it takes a lot for me to complain, and I'm not a complainer. You can look in your logs, but man, I want this feedback heard. Yeah,
it's cool that you do that though. So like, if you guys are short like a handful of VIP points to get the next big voucher, just phone up and say like, oh, you really hate the color red in the logo.
Oh, stop! That's stupid.
They'll give you the extra VIP points.
But sometimes they will not. Like, there's plenty of people who have argued with them online, and like, usually they give me VIP points, and this time they didn't. And I'm like, well, if you do it too much, they know when they've given you, like, they track all that stuff on your account. I don't think it's something that should be taken lightly, but for a missing piece, I know a lot of people were missing plates in their Bowser sets. I know plenty of people like Rosie and I were missing pieces. I will believe these people in their UCS Hogwarts Expresses, like all of these things, somebody's sticker sheet like ripped, their UCS gunship, like all of those things I do think are very necessary for like customer service follow-up for a luxury quote-unquote product. But and I'm super excited. Jumping topics, random. I'm super excited about the factory that's going to open. Hopefully they open a factory store. That would be
awesome. Richmond. I don't think there's going to be a Lego store because Fingy was saying that in the factory and all the other places there is no like actual like store next to it.
What's the German thing where they have all those pieces? Is that a separate store?
Yeah, it makes no sense because like
There should be something for at least pieces.
Yeah, because like a place like Richmond has like a big population. It's close to Washington. I don't know if there is a store in Washington DC.
I don't know. Actually, I don't.
Around like the Fairfax area, but like there should be a store around that area.
Lego store. I bet there is. There's a lot of big malls in DC, so Westfield, Montgomery is probably going to be the closest one. Baltimore, Annapolis. I'm just really bad at my DC. Oh yeah, the Fashion Center. I've been there with a friend that works in DC, so yeah. She lives in she did live in Alexandria.
Did you notice the new cat pieces on the Quidditch players and the new set images review? No, I didn't.
There's a neck piece that goes with the cape.
Oh, okay. I have to have a second look at that because
that
was
good.
The only set I didn't really look in detail at because I just, I don't really have that much interest in it intrinsically, but I'll take a closer look because that would be pretty cool. That's a set I'm 100% buying on sale though, like not even like a question about that. Put this way around.
Because he's in. And now that April's over, and I need to rearrange things, projects are going to restart. Because I need to work on making mocks for next year Chicago.
Yeah.
And Greg London Bridge Bricks has already told me, Lauren, I've already Chicago is a go next year, and I'm like, got it, we're ready.
Yeah, I hope to have more people going. I mean, hopefully Tommy will go, but I don't even know. There's no guarantee with him for anything really, especially for Chicago. But hopefully he does.
Big trip, I can understand. But I feel like I can go anywhere now. So probably Sydney, Australia. Sign me up. That's next. What other continent do we have Lego friends on?
We got Star Wars Celebration in Japan in 2025.
Oh, right. It's 2025. That might be
plenty of time to learn the language, and whoever learns it first can be the leader of the group.
My very much planned year sabbatical almost up. Guys, very intentional, not accidental at all.
Yeah. These are very satisfying builds. Oh.
It's just a lot of brown. Very odd for a Star Wars set.
Yeah, there's a lot of done a lot of different colors on the inside, and there's actually an Easter egg inside the build which you can only see if you're doing the builds, because it's obviously all enclosed, where you've actually got the bounty hunters represented by studs, which is a very cool Easter egg. But it's in this big black plate, go across here. Did you watch episode 6 of the Brickscast podcast?
I haven't gotten to. Once again, man,
episode 6 is like the most wholesome episode ever. It's long. It's 2 hours, but like.
No, I'm ready. No, I love long form. Like I love really long, like talky, chatty podcasts like that. That's why I've messaged him and I'm like, I really like this thing that you all have going. Like it's really nice to listen to.
Yeah.
I know some people like, I can't believe, like, I'm tired of getting on here and hear one person complain more and then the other complain like less. I'm just like, then don't listen to it. Get off. Like, I think they have a nice dynamic. And I think they do a very good job with, welcoming people into the world, and like it's a just nice chill podcast.
Yeah, they complement each other really well. Like,
Yeah, I think they do too.
If they're like exactly the same, like
it would be very hard to listen to, but one's very grounding, and then the other pushes the bill a bit, but still is very articulate enough to voice like why. And then he'll just come out and say when like, I don't really have a reason why I don't like this. I just don't. And then he just moves on. But that's what's funny is that's what a lot of the Star Wars like boys and crew are actually thinking, and he's voicing that. And so I'm like, you've got to like, I think it's nice to have that voice because it's what you hear all the time from everyone else. And so he's just being that guy. So
yeah. The episode 6 has Jay as like a guest.
Yeah, I saw.
And it's really good.
Oh yeah, and they're both very close with Jay. So that's, I'm sure it's very nice, and they're probably very, you can just hear it in their like voices when they're like, where would I be without having met you all, without like being friends, and like this has completely changed my trajectory of a lot of things. So that's really cool to hear, because I really relate to that with who I have found, and like the crazy things that I've just got to do this past month only because of Lego.
Yeah. That's basically like the direction that goes into this episode. It leans very hard into that.
Like conventions and friendship.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Liking the same thing and being a little bit weird, but also just being able to be completely yourselves and love a thing.
It's all that.
Yeah, it's all of that more, and which I completely expected, and it was really funny just watching the amount of content coming out, and all of us were just completely unplugged. This group of the Lego community just like outside doing yoga. A lot of fun.
Oh, like I woke up. Was it this morning? No, was it? No, it was yesterday morning, right? I can't remember when everything got leaked. Was it this morning? My head's gone.
No, you're fine. I think it was practically your all's morning, because it happened. I fell asleep, and it was like practically overnight for us, which would have been morning for you all. And I just heard. I kept hearing my phone go off.
Mm-hmm. It was this morning, I remember, because I woke up at 4:30, like, because I've got to get ready for work and all the rest of it. And I woke up and like everyone, like Ash and Flash, Holly, had already released videos of all the new Harry Potter set leaks, and I'm just like, oh, okay, good morning to me. Like, why did he have to leak at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning UK time? But I went to work, came back, made the video straight away, died in bed, woke up, tidied my room, and then here we are. I actually don't even know how my video's going at all. I haven't checked it. Like,
oh, don't worry about it. And he's checking. And he's checking.
I'm too curious. If it's like top 4, if it's like 4 out of 10, I'd be happy. It's 4 out of 10. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's absolutely fine. Okay. That is acceptable. 1, 2. Okay, 2 studs. This morning I saw the videos for the leaks. Yeah, same. I haven't watched any of them though. I quickly like scanned through Holly's, but that's the only one I watched.
Sorry, I'm replying.
And I think tomorrow I'm going to do a video on either the Hogwarts Express or like I know there's high quality pictures now, so I can do an in-depth analysis video, but I'm not sure if because
you got it in you?
like they're not on
Lego
Shop at Home, so I don't know if like I'm going to make a video on like the set of images that we have, and then they appear on Shop at Home tomorrow or like sometime during this week, and we're going to have additional images which show extra details which I'm going to miss in the analysis video, because the whole point of the analysis video is to show like everything about it and just do a complete deep dive and like nitpick it to death. And I don't want to basically be in a situation where I've done that but better images have come out later on, so I might just wait until they all appear on Shop at Home before I make those videos. But I don't know, I'll have a look at the images tomorrow and basically judge if if we've got enough.
Just make it a live decision.
Yeah. What have I done here?
I think I'm hanging out with too many Brits.
Why?
I'm working out, joining a live stream on Saturday. I'm like, I thought you were from London. And I'm like, I don't think I am. I'm just like, I do hang out with a lot of Brits. And I was just there, to be fair. Which a lot of Americans haven't made the jump to the pod. But if you can't tell by my just lovely accent, I'm very not British, unfortunately. Would love to be British. I'm not British.
Yeah, I've been to London twice. Well, it'll be last month now, but like went to the Harry Potter studio tour. It's just heaven. It is just the best place in the world. Like next time you go to London, you have to.
Yeah. I've got to plan that out as well. Everybody else keeps getting married and inviting me, and I'm like, the Star Wars celebration keeps happening in weird spots that cost money. It's I'm just like, guys,
you gotta think of a reason to come back to the UK again, and then
I don't
use that as an excuse to go to Harry Potter World.
Now that I'm really glad that I got to go with like Tech Boat's early days, because it really gave me a very sound footing on what was going on, like just kind of the city in general, the feel, the transport system, what I needed, and all of that. And so I am way more prepared to go on my own the next time, of just kind of I feel like I could pick up and go very easily.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us are waiting for the Lego Shop at Home pictures, just for like the Patronus figures. I would be very curious about, as you're saying, like the Lupin figure and stuff, Reese, but I am unsure right now because of the lack of detail in that set. Like, from what we can tell from the picture that we have, we can tell a lot, but just not what we need to know to answer those questions, I think.
Yeah. I haven't been to the studio since 2018. Heard they made a lot of changes. Yeah. There's a lot of changes since I last went, because, well, I went the year it opened in 2012, 2011 or something like that. And it was basically completely different since then, as you'd imagine. But I imagine it's going to get worse now, I suspect, because obviously the Harry Potter TV show from HBO is starting, and there's no way in hell that they're going to just not reuse a lot of those props, because like,
I don't think they are.
So that's the thing. I think it needs to make their own props. Like,
no, I think they're going to take it in a different direction. I don't think they're going to use any of the same props. That would be series almost suicide.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like if you look at the Harry Potter, like the art books or whatever you want to call them, do you know, like because I've got the Prisoner of Azkaban one where you've got like the painting, drawing depictions of what's going on like every other page. Yeah. And like the way you've drawn the Hogwarts Express and the Night Bus and stuff like that look completely different to what they look like in the film. And those artworks were still signed off by J.K. Rowling. like if you see J.K. Rowling, like when she drew Hogwarts, it looks completely different than what it just looked like in the film. So it's not like the film's depiction of things are like what they are. They are, they're one person's interpretation.
Yeah, there's just one interpretation.
It should be another situation where, because like the Hogwarts Express, like it doesn't even need to be the exact same train or model train. There's no reference to what model train it is in the books. Yeah. It's just a steam train. And like in the book, it has like a dragon head at the front of it. It has like,
dude, imagine how
it has horns all over it. It's crazy. It's like a hot rod train. It's like completely different, but it's not any less accurate to the book's description. It's just, an artist's interpretation of what it's described as. And I think the actors for Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in somewhat doomed because they're obviously not going to be liked like as much as the original trio from the start. I think it's going to be a lot of people going to get used to them. But
new
the get-go, it's going to be quite awkward. So,
not a new like this is a golden trio for a new generation. Once again, like I think I would never want. Oh man, that would just be such a hard. Going into it, that's what's really scary is for a kid. Like, hey, do you want to sign up for the next decade of your life being completely?
It literally is life-changing. It's like the most life-changing thing an actor could do at that age.
For that much hatred, just like
it's 10 years as well. Like the series is going to last 10 years.
Practically 10 years. And what all the kid actors went through with the prequels, and I just feel bad for them because they're just going to be like, this is so stupid, like, from the really mean millennials and like, not my Hermione, not my Harry, there's going to be all of that. And then there's going to be these awful people with what's going on with like, boycott Harry Potter, you shouldn't be doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I just feel really bad that they're not going to be in such an unknown space as there was a lot of hype and like, surely the, Rupert, Emma and Daniel went through very similar things with just having this giant successful series on their shoulders for the first time around. But now with the stakes where they are, just take a completely different route with the books and stuff. But who knows what's going to happen. But I really hope they just try and really protect those kids from everything.
I completely agree. But yeah, I'm hoping it's like it's a fresh take on it because like you gotta think like the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets films, those two films in particular, and even The Prisoner of Azkaban, to be honest, follow the book so closely. Like especially the first two films, like they basically left nothing out of those films. Like everything is like, as an adaptation, it gets like full marks. Like I can't think of like anything major or anything significant which is left out, apart from obviously particular characters like Peeves or anything like that. The storyline is like a 1-to-1, and that's thanks to the fact that the book is so short. You can easily read the book in one sitting without a problem. When it gets into the Goblet of Fire and the Order of the Phoenix, then obviously
it's more stuff.
But because the series is like not to any fault of its own, it's not going to be magically just radically different than the films because they're both working off the same material, and because there's not much base material there, it is going to be very similar. To make that big distinction when you can't do it in a story, you've got to do it in the visuals and the props. So you really do need to like go down their own unique path to make
and
to get that retention up for the first 3 years, and then once it gets into the 4th season and the 5th season, then it's going to start to obviously resemble something completely new. But it's going to be like, my guess is it's going to be not well received initially because I think it's going to
initially it's going to be rough, but I think it's still going to be very popular because people are going to watch it anyway, whether they hate watch it, whether watch it on interest. I don't even know when I'm going to see it, or I'm probably going to just see a lot of people talk about it and then just decide on my own when I actually pull the trigger of watching it. I'm not really concerned, but it's not, once again, this series isn't for me whatsoever.
At least it's not going to be any spoilers.
Well, right. It's impossible to get any spoilers either.
Yeah, I mean, spoilers are going to be hard, but I'm looking forward to it. I imagine they'll have Peeves in it this time.
Oh yeah. No, there's plenty of things that they can add and play with and stuff like that. I'm not really.
The first year or two, it's going to be like, oh, but like, I don't like these new free kids. Snape's not as good as Alan Rickman. Hagrid's not as good as.
It's going to be one-to-one comparisons, and you're just not going to. You can't.
Maggie Smith is better than McGonagall than this new person. That's all we're going to hear for the first 2 years, and it's going to be like, oh, it's too similar to the films, and I'm going to repeat the same argument I'm saying here like a million times. I can just see it happening, but then it will become its own thing when people get used to the characters and it starts to,
the same thing with the prequels. I will make a Star Wars reference. The same thing. It'd be fine, guys. Even though the prequels didn't, they delved into a new thing. People hated them when they first came out, and now people are obsessed with them. So it'll be fine. It will be very successful. And thank goodness it's HBO, because I think HBO has the opportunity to take it really dark and get dark where the movies may not have gone and stuff like that. So
I imagine HBO see it the same as well. They're not just going to be like, oh, it went really bad for the first 2 seasons, so we're just going to scrap it and not do it.
And I think I don't think that's a possibility. Like, I think that's certainly a possibility, but I could never see them doing that because too many people are going to be interested in what's going to happen.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, Kat. I completely forgot about that. Harry and Hermione smuggling out Norbert. That wasn't in the film at all, was it? I completely forgot about that. It's one of my favourite chapters.
It'll be a good time.
Actually, no, it's not. Like, I like the chapter, but I hate it because I can't comprehend. How can you leave the invisibility cloak at the top?
Two 11-year-olds is just like
how stupid do you have to be to leave the invisibility cloak at the top and just leave it there and not take it down with you when it's 1 o'clock in the morning? Like, how? And I can know they're 11, but how?
They're 11. That's going to be the weird part for me, is that I got to see Sorcerer's Stone / Philosopher's Stone when I was 11, 12. And now getting to watch these 12-year-old kids as like a 33-year-old fan, like, well, this is weird.
Yeah. Did you watch the Harry Potter reunion thing?
No.
Oh.
I know, but I'm just not in. I don't care about. I care about the characters and I care about the Harry Potter storyline. I just don't care about the actors and actresses and their stories from set and all of that stuff.
No. You can bring out any of the, TopicBricks style excuses. You gotta watch it.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, you gotta though. It's so good.
Listen, trust me. I was tempted by Tom Felton and Emma Watson are my heart. Like, oh man, but I gotta.
Yeah. It gets very emotional.
Of course it does. These people created a legacy. I could imagine. I mean, I would probably, if I was at the Warner, the studio tour, even though I didn't really like the movie, I'm not really a movies person. I was just kind of like, it's so beautiful.
Oh, it's great. I want to go again.
Start crying.
There's a section where you walk through into Gringotts Bank, and there's 2 rooms, and the other room, it's half of the hallway or whatever you want to call it is constructed, and then it's finished off by a big sort of projector on a screen, and they have the dragon there at the back, like
Very
behind like a thick layer of smoke and dust. You can barely see him, but you can hear him, and it has the surround sound, and like the whole thing like vibrates and everything.
nice.
And it's terrifying. Like my
I'm
heartbeat
just
was going
happy.
like really fast. It was like,
my eyes started watering up when I got to see like the dragon at like Leicester Square, and I'm just like, guys, it's the Harry Potter Gringotts, and everybody else has gotten to see it. Now I get to see it too.
hopefully they do like a signing or whatever at the Leicester Square.
They better not.
No, you should just come over.
Forget
for
Star
that
Wars
and get
celebration.
Referral.
We should have come over for the.
Just come over for the weekend. It'll be great.
Hey, welcome in Artory World. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. All those sets, the 221 and 20 through 23 Hogwarts sets combined, looks awesome. Like it really does. I'm really impressed. And if they would have somehow leaked this like early on, or at least in the middle, I feel like these sets would not have gotten such criticism of like, oh, here we go, like this random new system. I think it would have been like there would have been a lot more hype behind it, and I think a lot more support. But I'm really glad they had a vision and knew what they were doing. But it kind of hurts for everyone going, well, now I want all of them. So I'm curious about how it's going to affect sales going back to the older ones. Because not too many have retired, I don't think.
From the 2021 onwards, none of them have. I think Fluffy's Encounter and one other is set to retire this year. Those are like the first ones from the new Hogwarts expansion system.
That's good. Because I think like the Polyjuice Potion Mistake and all of those are going out this year.
Yeah, that's
around.
Yeah, that was the other one, I think. It's probably just Potion Mistake. It's the 2021 version, so I think the Chamber of Secrets though is staying around. Which I put is the best Lego Harry Potter set ever made in my list. Video that got released yesterday, I think. Last night.
Yesterday.
Controversial opinion, but I think that's probably the best Lego Harry Potter set ever.
Best value for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely best value because you get like 11 minifigures, a big basilisk snake, and it costs less money than the Hogwarts Express set. Oh my goodness!
I got 3 of them for not 3 of them, like each for $11 off of Amazon once, and I'm like, this is the best deal I will ever get on these sets for how much I'm getting.
I love when LEGO creates sets that connect, whether that be modulars or Hogwarts setup or anything else. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Yeah, like giving the builder just sort of free reign to display their castle in any configuration possible is great because it brings out people's creativity. And like even if I was a kid in school and all my friends were collecting it, none of our castles would look exactly the same. And you can make it personal to you. And you didn't really have that luxury when I was growing up collecting Lego Harry Potter sets because there was literally 2 Hogwarts expansion sets. There was the Battle of Hogwarts in 2011 and the 2010 Hogwarts Castle set. And I guess Ring Dobby as well. But that was the era I grew up in. The customization possibilities were very limited, to say the least.
To say the least.
Like they're better in 2001, 2002 than they were in
Connect. Yeah.
2010, 11.
Cat. It's been screaming at the door.
Oh.
They've been mad at me for being gone for so long.
Oh.
Unhappy cats. And they're really going to be mad when I'm like, hey, it's Chicago. Bye, guys.
Oh, no. You're not going to bring them, though?
No, I don't think that's
No.
going to be in the cards.
Imagine just carrying like 2 cats in a convention hall, just like, hey, these are my cats.
I'm not that crazy of a cat lady.
No.
I don't need to tip that scale anytime soon. If I could stay away from that, I'll be doing pretty good. I think my friend group would disown me.
Okay.
I also like to close off my Lego rooms while I'm I also like to close up my Lego rooms while I'm gone, so they don't just get up here and wreak havoc, because they have a tendency of doing that. I just come back and figures are on the floor. There's random just.
I've not had any trouble with that with my cat. I think just
Lucky
your cat
you,
knows
okay.
how to get attention and knows how to wind you up, and thus does that sort of thing. Like Toto's not so
It's
much.
definitely a
any of
tactic
that.
to get attention, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's mostly while I'm in here, to be sure. But sometimes I get bored and like, well, I'm gonna go play with a cake figure upstairs.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go find one or jump on something and accidentally knock it over because. And then I just hear a crash. I'm just like, I'll deal with that tomorrow.
IWOOT says hello, and Miguel says I can hear the cat.
All right, there's only one. She's really loud. It's because she's not allowed in here right now, and she's letting me know her dissatisfaction with that choice. It's kind of a big build. It's dense.
It's getting very complicated, this build now. Must say.
Well, it's a
Getting
lot of small pieces on a small
We've stopped
time.
doing all the big plates and gotten right into the nitty gritty, like
All the
greebling.
detail. What sometimes they call it greebling.
Yeah, and it's just unnecessary greebling. It's like
It's
they've laid some
unnecessary.
greebling down, and then they've just covered that greebling work with more greebling, so you can't see it. It's like, why? Just
Why did I just do that?
stop trying to artificially boost the piece count. Like, come on.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be a dense parts pack because I looked at it and I'm like, this looks like it would take up less room built than with all of these pieces. It's mostly why I chose it to take everywhere because, okay, if I do build it, it'll be super easy to stow away. It's just like a big fat brick head, like size.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for those Quidditch brick heads. They're going to be so cute.
The Quidditch, like, out of the way of the Quidditch brick heads, I'm excited to get the Expecto Patronum set. I'm excited to get the Hogs Express. I'm excited to get, and the Battle of Hogwarts set. I'm excited to get. The others
still there.
are very much a pass.
Except when you see these new cake pieces, and then you're going to be like, oh, no.
Yeah, I'll see the new cake pieces and be like, okay, they're cool. I'll just
All
go
right,
get
there
more
you go.
brick
I'll
heads.
also get the trunk.
Yeah. Like $65 is just insane for a minifigure accessory pack.
It's a lot. And in all honesty, I had a completely different viewpoint of what this the Quidditch trunk was going to be. Am I the only one that thought when they said buildable Hogwarts trunk or buildable Quidditch trunk, I thought it was going to be a small model of the chest that
I
had like
well, to be
the
fair.
bludgers and the snitch and the quaffle in the middle with the dent indents. I thought it was going to be like a display trunk of like with maybe like a hooch figure or something, but absolutely not. It was one of the playable like playset minifigure accessory pack trunks, and I'm like, oh, that took a swerve. That has probably been the set that has been most turned upside down in my mind with what I thought that meant with the title and what it actually turned out to be, but very on brand and stuff, and with especially what they did with the different Hogwarts houses, Hogwarts trunk. But I was taken aback. I was just like, ooh, wasn't expecting that. Okay. And now I really
it was the Expecto Patronum set, but like the opposite way around. Like I was expecting it to be just very mediocre, but obviously it's.
You're
I'm
impressed.
very happy with how it's turned out.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Well, and now I just want to like, well, now I have to build like a actual trunk. Now I have the like, oh, that'll look so good here, and like, never mind.
Here we go.
Break into my list of mocks that I plan to make for the rest of my life.
So what's the next mock then?
Oh, I have no idea. Actually, I have two. I would like to expand my second task. All of those parts finally came in right before when I got back from London. All of those parts came in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very delayed, but I would like to do that. And then I have small parts packed for a couple of wearable items that I'm going to try and make. I don't think they're going to go very well, but I want to see what I can do. And I may tack on those to Chicago. Holly has a small space, so if I build anything, I'm just going to put it on the corner of her table and be like, "Look, I have 2 small things."
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to see if you can make like a full-size Quidditch pitch. That would be awesome.
That was already made.
The new Quidditch accessory pack.
Made that, yes, made that last year, and it moved. And it was very and Martin Bricksnaps made that giant one. There's no way one lady like me can take on a project that large. I have other plans.
That sounds like defeat.
You want to build? No, I'm just acknowledging defeat when I know I can't do something better than somebody that's already done it. Oh, those were the wrong. Shoot.
Yeah, the Quidditch trunk looks like a disappointment. Yeah, I agree, honestly. Okay, we've got 2 bags left. We've got the last bit for the Star Destroyer, which seems to be mostly plates. And all the greebling is finished, I'm very happy to say. And then we've got the display stand, and we should be done. Right. And the Death Star 2 will be built next year. Because I can't bother to build it now. Plus, I'm not even sure if I want to build the Death Star 2. I might just keep it sealed.
Yeah. Decision to be continued on next stream.
Yeah, make sure to tune in for the next stream to find out if I actually decide to build it.
I care to open this. Honestly, I've gotten to the point, and I'm such a schmuck for wanting to do this, but kind of like you are with the Harry Potter promos. I think the Star Wars promos look really nice, all in boxes next to each other. Because I've got like an extra Emperor's Kitchen, and I'm gonna have an extra Death Star just for that, like lining them up on like the top shelf or something.
Yeah.
I'm the worst.
Yeah, that's a bad place to be.
It is a bad place to be. I don't hate it because they only come out with good ones once a year. I can deal with that. I'm only a little sad that I can't pull what I pulled last year and wait to get the entire Harry Potter wave until a really good gift for purchase comes out. But I can make up stuff to buy when Green Gods comes out in case they...
You just reminded me. I still need to buy Rivendell. Yeah. Like, I'm glad because I'm looking forward to building it. But like, I'm also like, oh God, yeah, I need that to buy as well. But like... Well, I was going to say I've got no plans for the rest of the year, so I can just use like money and towards the end of the year to
plenty of plans for the next year.
But the problem is while that's true, like the booking for things like Chicago and all the rest of it take place in December, January time.
And they're probably going to fill up just like they did.
And obviously, because it's like $3,000 every year, like it takes from June, in late June, from when it ends until then to save up that sort of money, and then it's all gone again, and then it's like
it's all gone again, and then when you do it again,
I'll just ask for it for Christmas, and hopefully someone get my family together or something like. But I definitely am wanting to get the Rivendell set this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't imagine it'll be a set I stream. It'll probably be a set.
Complicated. Yeah. I mean, I'd say if you got a group of us together that were also building it or something, I'd say you could do it in sections easily.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to do, or if you like lose another bet, You have to build it. You have to stream it
Oh.
until you finish. You would be silly enough to enter into some kind of bet like that.
Oh,
but
100% I was. Am I winning the bet with Tommy about the clown thing?
I have no idea. He's at.
And no one watching knows what that means,
slightly-
but hopefully you never have to.
I think you're slightly ahead because last time I checked in last night and it was because I'm really dedicated to this bet. He's at 77 and you're at 7.8.
I am
Which means you are you're slightly ahead.
I'm cruising home, like.
Okay, whoa. I won't call it cruising just yet, sir.
We just need Tommy to like. Do you know he? I don't know if Tex told you. Like he filmed a video, in like the start of April. Like I think he wanted it out like in the first few days of April, but like.
Well, I'm probably aware of. Is this the one that Tech helped him with?
Yeah. But that video is now looking for. I think it's coming out like this week. He said. I think.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure when that video comes out,
Next
hopefully
week,
it gets into uploading more regularly, sort of like every couple of weeks type thing. But like, I'm sure if he does that, then he's going to catch up pretty quickly. But he's not too far behind.
Oh no! I would say you're all at the same place practically, but
yeah.
I mean, you could do the same like. With the crazy things that have been happening in the community lately, and who shot up and who hasn't, and like, or not who hasn't. It was more of like everyone experiencing growth, and some people experiencing like wild growth.
Oh yeah.
It's anybody's game.
Like, Emily's at like what 400,000, 450,000. Like what happened there? Like, that's just crazy.
Exactly. Anything's possible, guys. Emma Starr's on the Kelly Clarkson talk show channel today. Listen, I am amazed at what people in this community can do and where they show up.
Wait, who appeared in that talk show channel?
Huh?
Who appeared in that talk show channel? You said
Emma Starr's.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she was on national television.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's just really cool to see like what random stories can come up and what can happen when you just kind of jump into this world. It fascinates me to no end.
So you need to start uploading, Lauren.
I know, I really do. I mean, not to give a piece of the action, but when you hang out with all content creators for a very long time, you just you feel like you've been left out and like, I used to make content too. And then other people ask, do you have a channel too? And I'm like, you really don't want to look there. It's fine. I kind of did. I work a lot. Probably too much, an unhealthy amount, but I'll get back to it.
There you go.
One of these days.
I think it would be ×2. I hate ×2 stuff, especially when you've been building something for like a good 10 minutes. It's like, just do it all again. I don't think I'd mind if it told you straight, like right from the start, if it was going to be a ×2 section, because then I know. Like,
just like surprise ×2.
Yeah, it's the surprise of like, yeah, just do it all again.
Is that how it goes? I have no idea. That looks good enough. I put the wrong stickers on some things, so I had to move them around, and I'm just building slow today, so I have no excuse.
Well, so am I, but like the excuse I'm going to use is I'm tired, I feel ill, etc., etc. Right, that goes on here.
Yeah, and there's been a ton of people stream the X-Wing yesterday. I didn't watch any of it because I kind of want that to be a surprise build.
What Harry Potter characters are from UK outside of USA besides Fantastic Beasts? Adam Driver's Snape is in a new Harry Potter.
Wow, that'd be really good. Is that confirmed? Do I need to look this up?
Is it really? There's like That's the immediate sort of
That'd
assumption.
be great.
Yeah.
Driver, new Snape? Question mark?
I can't imagine there'd be confirming cast members.
Oh,
for
they're
this.
desperate. Fans are desperate to have him be Snape, which
Oh yeah.
he would make a hell of a Snape. But I don't know if he would commit to something like that. In all honesty, I think he'd be dumb not to.
He'd
But
be
I
committing 10 years as well, you know.
Well, I know he wants to do other he is into indie films as well and all of this stuff. So I don't know if the time commitment and the schedule commitment would be something he would commit to. That's what I would be worried about, because once you start something, like, you are it until your death. Just like the truth with Alex.
But he'll be the only actor to feature in Star Wars and Harry Potter, I imagine.
Oh, crossover, yeah.
If that happens, I can't think of anyone else.
Who can we make Daisy Ridley?
Daisy Ridley could be.
Oh, Daisy Ridley could be Lily Evans, something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be so funny. That would just be a hilarious. HBO would just find that funny for all the Reylo fans out there. Just coming up with random castings. That's the fun part. Ooh, but are they going to have to all be British actors and actresses again?
I think, yeah, because it would be really bizarre if you had half of them American, half of them British.
It would be really weird.
Like, can you imagine Leapin being American and then like Harry being British and having like these deep conversations? It's like, what's going on? Like, it wouldn't work, because I would say like the perfect Remus Lupin would be like Pedro Pascal, but like he's American, so it just wouldn't work. But like the sort of roles he portrays is very Lupin-esque. I can't really describe it.
Very much so. No, I can definitely see that. Do I not have? Yeah, I don't know. That is funny though.
I don't know who'd be Sirius Black. See, the person who I'd suggest to be Voldemort can't actually play him, because he's already played as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah.
Not Johnny Depp, the other one. I forgot his name. But I would, like, ignoring the Fantastic Beasts films, like, I always thought he'd be a great Voldemort, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of bad guy, like, very good bad guy characters. I just can't imagine a British one. And with the idea, that was a fan thing where everyone wants Tom Felton to come back as Lucius Malfoy, but I really don't think there should be any cross-contamination with old actors and new actresses. Like, I just don't think that.
Especially playing different roles. If they're playing the same character, potentially.
Different universes. I think it could be. I think it should be completely separate. Tom Felton will always be Draco Malfoy. No Lucius. He needs to be my redeemable Slytherin boy, and that is all he's allowed to be, even until he's 40.
Like, Voldemort might have like the red eyes back and stuff like that. It'd be interesting to see. So obviously he's meant to have red eyes, but he never actually had it in the films.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And then we'll reapply these stickers, which were the correct ones to go on here to begin with.
Internet Likes Driver, Tim Roth, Louise Garrett, Woody Harrison, James Watts.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they do need to be English. I agree. And JK would never, she has final say over all of these choices, and she's not going to let anyone, any American come into the game.
Yeah.
Which means that the Americans should get their own casting of Harry Potter and HBO Series 1 and HBO Series 2, the American version.
Yeah, like for Harry, Ron, and Hermione, the actors are going to be people we've never heard of before, obviously.
Yeah,
because
they have
they're going
to
to be 10, 11, 12 years old.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
it is going to be a case, like it is just a life-changing thing they're going to have to experience. Like there's no getting around it.
No, that was, and hearing, oh man, and the good news is though, I think, is that I feel like those actors and actresses will have a whole support group of Emma, Rupert, Dan, Daniel, and Tom to like reach out to and go like, how did you navigate this? Because I think they'll be really good support of just like a support system of you went through this. How did you handle it? Because I'm sure I could not see any of them hesitating and like, here is my personal cell phone number. If you have issues, you call me at any time. I could totally see any one of them doing that.
Yeah. You just call me anytime, just not 2:30 in the morning.
I mean, honestly, that's when you need a person most. I'd open it up, especially if I went through something that dramatic.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know what I'd build on stream next. I've got the Razor Crest. I've got all the dioramas. Like I suppose I could.
Oh no, the play scale Razor Crest.
Yeah, I got the play scale one.
I don't think the UCS Razor Crest would fit in your room.
No, it can but I don't. That's the thing. I don't even care enough about the Razor Crest to spend the 500.
Oh yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I would get the gun chip before I get the Razor Crest.
Yeah. And I sort of think the play scale version in some ways looks better. There's partial truth behind that. And half the reason is just to wind up Tommy when I keep telling him that the play version looks better. But it has got better greebling on it and different shades of grey, where the UCS one is all just it looks too new. It's all just light bluish grey. There's no scratches on it. There's no wear and tear integrated into the build. It's just a brand new polished ship where it doesn't look like that in universe at all. Where the play scale version does have those sort of off greys dotted around it. So I don't mind it. The play scale looks good. That's why I bought it, obviously.
Oh yeah, the play scale is what you need.
I don't know if I'm going to stream it though. We'll have to see.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to drink so much coffee tonight. What's wild is experiencing going 5 to 6 hours and 5 hours into the future for London, living there for a week, coming back, being time slot really being messed up, work for 4 nights, have 1 wedding local time, immediately go 3 hours back in time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what time it is. My body is sick of it.
Are you doing any more traveling now until Chicago? Are you?
No. I'm probably going to be in my hovel of a hospital basement for most of May, which is kind of depressing, but it'll pay for most of those trips. So
yeah, there you go.
And get me ready for Chicago, which Chicago is the most basic because I'm kind of sad that there's no flights because what do you mean I have to drive 5 hours for this? I could be there in 2 hours on a plane.
Oh, I mean, I wish I could just drive 5 hours and just get there.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know, but I'm able to bring some stuff for friends, and it's nice to not have to worry about how am I going to get this back, and taking fragile stuff back. But I don't have to worry about that this year. I was going to worry about it, but not my problem. That mock did not seem to appear, so.
how have I done this? What have I done wrong? No, I've done it completely wrong. Why do I always do everything wrong? Okay. That's how it's meant to be.
There's supposed to be a thing under that? Oh. The brown thing? Nope. Interesting. Oh, it's kind of tricky. So I definitely think Star Wars is entering a really nice little golden era where there's a lot of new blood coming into the designers, and I think there's going to be some interviews coming out that some people have gotten to do with them, and I think it's just going to be it's good stuff coming out.
Yeah, I'm like into Star Wars at the moment. Like usually with Star Wars, I'm in it for like 6 months and I'm just out of it for 6 months. It's just like an endless cycle of
I'd say you might be into this a little bit longer than usual then.
Yeah, it feels like it. Like I'm just enjoying what's out at the minute. Like I'm watching Rebels, that's fun.
Oh yeah.
Imagine Lord season 3 was rubbish, but you know, we can digress. But like I'm just enjoying being into Star Wars again, which is nice. But I might not be back into it in like 2 years' time, or even 6 months' time. Who knows? But
yeah. No loyalty to Star Wars.
Yeah, it'll always be a secondary thing.
Oh yeah, same. Even though I have I don't even know. I think it's a little bit late to think about like maybe I should have done my guest room in one of these rooms, and then had my full guest room be more Harry Potter. But it's a little bit late for that.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you spend like, along with tech, like hundreds on Star Wars pins, Star Wars Celebration? Like I'm shocked how much those are going for on like eBay and stuff. Like what on earth?
Well, yeah, I spent hundreds on it at there, but you see what they're going for now. I'm very partial to them.
Mental.
I didn't want to complete the series or anything, but I completely blame Tech for influencing me because it was a lot of fun. We helped each other I helped him complete his set, which granted he would have completed on his own anyway, but it wasn't known at that point. So it worked out. He was even wearing his Star Wars Celebration hoodie at San Fran, so I thought that was hilarious. Getting your use out of it, bud. But yes, no, it was very funny. And I want to put my lanyard and everything in a little shadow box and put it up.
Yeah.
Because I got it mainly for the memories and they were super cute. I did have to buy one set of pins third party, but that was only because they were already even sold out before we got to Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
Yeah, but it was kind of ridiculous that guy.
I think Tech did a stream of like showing all the pins he got, and I was like, "What's this lot like?"
Turned into a pin stream.
And then I just went on eBay, and I was like, "Hang on, 150 for Paz Vizsla, like as a pin? Like what?"
Yep. And I'm sure Tech made plenty of money back selling some of his extras and stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not all of it back because they were expensive, but plenty. Which I need to get more into doing.
There we go. Start to come together.
And I know, I think there's going to be quite a few things being sold at not Star Wars, Chicago as well. Hopefully they up their yard sale game. I don't really have any faith in them whatsoever to do that, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah, I heard Virginia's got a really good yard sale.
The Virginia one is incredible, and that's what we keep. I think the thing holding Chicago back is just like they're like the people that do Chicago and the people that do Virginia are almost competitors, even though they have the same user base. And Chicago does more better. But the one thing Virginia has going for it is the yard sale. If Chicago were to do the yard sale like Virginia, they would have it would be the top tier convention to go to, and you wouldn't even need to experience the Virginia yard sale because you could just experience that same awesome feeling at Chicago. But because some of the organizers don't like feel entitled that it's our convention and we can do what we want, and the fact that we even allow a garage sale at all because of some actions of attendees in the past, or they're super vague about it, and they're very it was just very poorly communicated, just like you're lucky you're lucky we're allowing you to have a good yard sale at all, and it's very unorganized, etc. It's really poor taste when you know that these people directly get to experience a really good one, and you're in direct competition with that other thing. So I don't know, personal opinion. Other people, I think, have very similar opinions, but I'm gonna hold out hope and see what happens this year, as I think are a lot of people.
That's a shame, but yeah, I mean, I will probably go to Referral, Virginia at some point.
It's
obviously only one a year is practical, and because Virginia is always like August time or whatever it is. It's just too much of a gap. Like if it was like a 2-week gap, I could probably see myself.
Stay in the nation, and crash with somebody and make a time of it. I certainly know that's the plan. There's one there is a convention near Virginia. It's either Brick Slopes or Bricks Cascade. It's on the complete opposite side of America, but it's on the West Coast that happens. And then it's almost Brickfair, Virginia, or Brickfair, Virginia, and immediately that one following. And so that's why I've already taken off so much time that I'm not going to be able to make it to any of the West Coast ones, but that's one thing I want to add to my repertoire. They're just so darn hard to get to. Flying to the West Coast to San Fran was almost as expensive as flying to London, which is just wild.
What? Really?
For me. I don't know if it's when I booked it or what, but my city and my airport really do not I'm going to have to almost drive to Columbus to get a better deal, but that's not worth it to me.
That is pretty mental. What are your thoughts on the build so far? Worth it? Yeah, 100%. This is 100% worth £70. And if you buy it, obviously before the 8th of May, I would buy something like Obi-Wan Starship for £25-30. So you get the exclusive coin gift of purchase as well, or even just get something worth what would be 60 quid or 70 quid to get the Death Star 2. I definitely think it's worth picking up. Or even if you buy this twice, keep one sealed to sell on the aftermarket after a couple of years and just build one, and then you actually qualify for the promotional items. You get the Death Star 2, and then you could probably make your money back on everything when you sell your sealed Super Star Destroyer after a couple of years, because this will surely go up quite a bit, I imagine, like the other midi-scale Star Wars ships. Especially if it becomes an actual sub-theme which people start to collect, which I can definitely see happening. This will become very desirable.
Is there supposed to be something there?
No, I think my flight in the end came to £903 or something.
Yeah, it was about $1,000. I mean, honestly, it was about $400 cheaper to fly to San Fran, but still, I upgraded my seats to London just because I knew it was going to be the longest flight I had been on.
Yeah, I did the upgrade as well for the extra leg room and
that is certainly worth it.
Goodies and stuff.
Oh yeah, the food. Listen, across that plane ride, the food was great. Like, I really enjoyed the snacks. The alcohol was flowing. I was just like, well, this is just lovely. I need to fly to Europe more.
Yeah, all of that.
I'm never going down. I'm never flying like super economy again with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that goes there. But no, Chicago this year has a lot of hype. It's going to be very good. I'm very curious to see I know it's super early, but I'm almost curious to hear that so many people are going. What is everyone going to say after it's over? And like, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. Like, that was awesome. We're going to do it all again next year. You know, I'm just super curious about how so many people being there is going to affect things. And even like group dynamics, because so many people are friends with so many groups. It's just like, all right, we're floating and like we're disappearing. Like,
yeah.
That's also the very good thing, is that there's plenty of people make new friends, see old friends, float, go back to your room and nap. It's a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the hotel as well there. Like, I only opened up a second one, but it's like you can access it via a shuttle bus. It's like, oh, I cannot be bothered to like get a bus just to have like a moment's peace, just to, you know, have a nap quickly. Like, it's just so nice.
Oh no, it is like, it is so worth it to stay on.
Yeah, like, I know it's expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth every bit to me. Even at Virginia, those rooms have filled up, and I was just like, it is so worth. You can get a better Airbnb, like it can be, you know, you can get a cheaper hotel, whatever, but man, there's nothing like just having to walk across the parking lot and take a nap instead of driving. Having to get in your car and redo everything and remember where you parked your car every single time was just a lot. So the fact, once again, Chicago was so much nicer, so much more luxurious. Comes out to not a crazy amount more expensive, but if they have something on site, stay on site for the love. At any, and that is all conventions.
There we go. Where's this piece meant to go? I am not sure. It's off to the side. So we still don't even know if Sam has sorted his passport thing yet.
Oh god, was something wrong with his passport?
Well, it's not like he obviously needed to get renewed because it expired.
Okay, that's horrible.
He's not received it back yet.
Did he notice this?
And he's only going to book stuff when he gets it back. The problem is that I imagine flights and stuff at this point are going to be very expensive.
It's probably going to be egregious, yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, I kind of booked. I didn't book mine this late, but it was certainly kind of down to the wire. Well, we'll find out soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping it won't be too long, but...
I mean, if things pop up and happen, that happens to everybody.
Yeah. I was using one of those pieces. Okay. There we go.
Oh, crap. I'm so confused.
Why? What have you done?
I have no idea. That's why I'm confused. It's fine. This is kind of a little. You gotta pay attention.
Oh, that's where it's gone.
Okay, there's that.
Where's it gone? There we go.
Like that. Interesting. A lot of detail going into a very airplane build.
I know. The way it's making me build this is very, very peculiar. What am I doing? Is that correct? I assume so. Nope, still can't build the stand.
Nope, not allowed. Don't touch the stand yet.
They should have made you build the stand first thing, so as soon as you finish the Star Destroyer, it's done. Rather than like, oh, you built the Star Destroyer, but then you got to build the stand.
I would love to see you tell that to a Star Wars designer.
Where's it there?
Excuse me.
Here. Okay, now we do the stand. I think. I hope so.
And then plug. Ooh, cute. Wow, this one is very nice. I really need to get shelves for my Star Wars room, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Barren, and I'm getting too many Star Wars sets actually built that I need more room to display.
Yeah,
I just keep putting them like in the room just somewhere and like, we'll figure this out later.
Yeah, that's basically what I've done with my, because I had a Star Wars shelf because all my Star Wars sets I actually fit on a shelf. Yeah. That's clearly no longer the case anymore. So the Star Wars shelf has turned into a bit of the floor and the shelf,
a bit of the floor,
which is obviously not ideal. So I need more shelves. Like Tommy's the same. He's like redoing his, like he's moving his like office room to another room in the house.
A bigger room or just a different room?
He's doing it in a different room to like free up more space or whatever. But like he's getting more shelves. He was tempted by the ones we've got, but like
you and David.
Yeah, like, but like, everyone in the community's got these now. I feel like at this point.
I mean, I think there are classic like Billy bookcases, Calyx units, or that system,
or the Ivar, yeah.
Like they're, in all honesty, they are the best systems for what we allow because you can actually adjust those. And then Claire over there with her very nice, very modern, very expensive metal shelving unit system, but for those of us spending like that kind of money on Lego, we really don't have that enough, or the forethought. Like, I just know I'm going to probably be moving around a lot, and I like changing things up. And you can move some of those units, but it's just kind of like I can't commit to that. But I've definitely looked into them, and I'm just like, they're so pretty, especially in person.
Yeah. No, I like the ones I've got. They're quite cheap as well.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
It's probably the word for it. But yeah, like I think Thiago's got them as well.
Nice.
So I think it just really contrasts well with the Lego, because like most people just have white, and I just think
white can do all right, but white can also like be overwhelming.
Yeah.
I like the neutral colors. I like a bit of a mixture for sure. Okay, other side. Interesting. Whoop. I'm missing a piece. I don't know what I've done. Can I get this? Does it make sense?
Yeah, the greebling for this build really like slowed it down, because like the first third of the set went by super quick, and in the middle section where the greebling started just felt like it took forever. And now we're past it, it's just going super fast again.
Okay.
Right, so I need the archway pieces again.
5, 6. I got most of this build done. Not bad. We can go drink a pot of black coffee after this, otherwise.
Yeah, I need to. I was going to say I'd do the same, but I'll probably stay up because I've got to wake up for work in just under 3 hours, just under 3.5 hours. So that's great. But I'll probably have 2 hours sleep tonight. And wake up and do more videos.
Luckily, I got a decent sleep today. I did take quite a hefty nap to try and get me to flip for my night shift responsibility starting again, but I just haven't been home in so long. I'm just so happy to be home. I just want to stay home. I don't want to leave again. It was a lot. It took a lot of my little introvert. It took a lot out of my little introverted self. I'm definitely not going to be 100% by Chicago. I'm going to be excited to see everybody, but I'm just going to be like, hey, I did a lot just under a month ago. I'm gonna need to take some space.
That is absolutely fair. You did well in Star Celebration, considering that was very, very crowded.
Yeah, I only got really overwhelmed once, and that was just towards the back. I didn't care about what we were seeing. There was too many people. I couldn't find an easy exit, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go, and I'll see you all out there.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
No, it was pretty easy. I know.
How busy is it in Chicago? Let's say Star Celebration is like a 7 out of 10 for
what?
Busyness.
No, Star Wars Celebration was at least a 9 out of 10 on Saturday.
Right. Yeah. What's Chicago on that same tier? Is that a 6 or 7 maybe out of 10?
I would say that's easily a 4.
Oh, okay.
no, like on the private days, that is a 4 out of 10 crowd. Like super nice. On probably on peak public days, you may reach a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
But nowhere, absolutely nowhere near not that 9.5, 9 out of 10. Like that's Star Wars Celebration. Some of those corners have definitely been the largest crowds I've been in, which I don't go to music festivals. I don't do any of the standing stuff. That's just not for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's plenty. Chicago is going to be a very big blast, and a lot of people are very accommodating, and just meeting up with people and just kind of like, being cognizant, like, hey, like, like, are you all going to go do your own thing, or like, is it all right if like I hang out with you until like this thing happens? And hopefully they have some like panels this year and stuff in the extra rooms. The really nice thing about Chicago is that they have these extra rooms off to the side. Sometimes they're even holding weddings at the same time Chicago is going on.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big enough convention center that can happen, reception areas and stuff. And so, but hopefully there will be some more panels and stuff, like how to get started in stop motion and content creation, Instagram. They had a few of those last year. We kind of skipped out on those, but I think that's definitely an area of classic conventions that has room and potential for development in this space of Lego.
Yeah.
They're just the convention circuit has just ballooned with all the new interest and friends and network and everyone new into the hobby as well. So it's just there wasn't ever really a need for it before, like the amount.
That is it. Yep. I have successfully finished the
Yay, look at it.
Player.
Well done.
It just looked fantastic.
See, even though it's smaller than you imagined.
It is smaller than I imagined, but only by a little bit, I think. But it's still quite big. Oh god, it's still quite big. It's definitely worth the £70. 100% worth the £70. I'm not sure if this will be a set you can get on sale because it's going to be a direct-to-consumer set. But I don't think it needs to go on sale for me to recommend it to you guys. It is a fantastic set. It was a very enjoyable build. I have a piece left over, just one piece, which I know is actually meant to be on this model because I heard it fall off. I have no idea where it's meant to go. It's a bit of greebling, and I can't figure out where.
If you can't tell, we can't either. So.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna know deep down that like
I'm gonna know. Well, good luck reviewing that.
I know. I'll figure it out like at another point. I'll put this like piece deliberately just on top like that, and then I know it needs to go somewhere. But that is going to be it for this stream. It was very enjoyable. Thank you for Lauren for taking part. Hopefully on the next stream it won't be as late because it's 1:10 in the morning. And I've got to wake up for work in like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. But it was fun.
What planning?
I don't regret it. And there will be a video tomorrow. It will be quite late because I have to sleep when I get home rather than do my usual make a video. But I will make the video when I wake up, and it'll probably be out around midnight tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a video, and I'll catch you guys probably in a week or two for another stream. It could be earlier, but I'll definitely be streaming again in May. It'll probably be one of the diorama sets or something like that, or maybe the Razor Crest. But I'll definitely do at least 1 or 2 more streams in May, I imagine. But I'll see you guys then. So goodbye.
Bye, guys.